Very good morning, one and all. Let us come to 8th biology. Regarding 8th biology, now we are discussing about that biodiversity and its conservation as a 6th chapter. Is clear, children? So this is the last conclusion part of the video regarding biodiversity and its conservation. So before coming to the conclusion of the concept, just we can recall the concepts which are covered in that previous videos. So those are the listed items of the objectives of this chapter. Threatened species list, what is biodiversity, variations in plants and animals as usual, human beings, biodiversity as a case study of Rampachodavaram, endangered species, what is the definition about endangered species and the examples given to the endangered species, red data book list according to IUCN and the ZSL, endemic species, invasive alien species. Next, coming to the topic, value of biodiversity and its conservation. Next, efforts towards the conservation, like some of the projects like Project Tiger or Project Crocodile or Snakes project. So these are the projects which are usually to enhance their number by special attention. Apart from that, we learn about what is meant by national parks and the bird sanctuaries. So the national parks are the areas of the largest area which is given to the to protect the especially the wild animals. In the bird sanctuaries, we can see that, for example, say in the Sulurpeta we are having the bird sanctuary, Nelapattu bird sanctuary. So these sanctuaries are the national parks, are the projects. These are all the aspects which is supposed to conservation of biodiversity. Because of that, the value of biodiversity, when we learn, when we understand about that each species its own significance in that nature existence. So then we have to go to that live and let live motto, which can promote all the species in the world. So next we are coming to the importance of biodiversity and its conservation. So as we know that the value of biodiversity and its conservation, and we move to the importance of biodiversity and its conservation. So importance of biodiversity and its conservation in the textbook concern, they are given to the migration. So what is mean by migration? See, actually the migration is the process. Usually the birds, especially the birds or other animals, they have to migrate from one place to other place to escape the unfavorable conditions. Especially for the mating, breeding purposes, they have to avoid these unfavorable or adverse conditions to the favorable conditions. When the conditions are completed here, again they have to go back to their natural places. So this is called as a birds migration. Usually we see in that birds migration. See, in December month or January first week or second week, usually we are going to the Nelapattu bird sanctuary to visit that pelicans or flamingos, which are very beautiful to that representation of that biodiversity. Is clear, children? So migration, why the birds can migrate from one place to other place? It is a straight question. So how should we answer that question? Yes, birds or other organisms or other animals, they can migrate from one place to another place to escape the extreme hot or cold conditions, to mating purpose, to breeding purpose in a favorable conditions. So this is the answer we are supporting to the above following questions. Next we are moving to another aspect, a small step towards the saving forests by the recycling of paper. A small step towards saving of forest, recycling of paper. So what is meant by recycling? As you know that the 3R symbol or recycling logo, what is meant by 3R? 3R means reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So this is called as a 3R principle. 3R principle. Reduce, reuse, recycling is the 3R principle. So the first R, reduce, reuse, recycling. So the recycling logo always they can represent in the green color arrow marks towards to the clockwise direction. So first 3R is reduce, reuse, recycle. Next 4R principle is recover. 5R are also present. At present we are having a 5R principle, rethink. So reduce, reuse, recycle or recover or rethink. These are all the concepts which are supporting the recycling process. So one of the small step towards to saving the forest is called as a recycling of paper. Obviously, the paper is made up of trees. See, in one aspect, why should we recycle the paper? What is the importance to recycling of paper? See, the rock pickers, they have to pick up the used papers and they have to collect into a bags. They are shifting to the manufacturing areas of the paper. So what they are supposed to do is to make a ton of paper. What is mean by a ton? 1000 kgs. So to make a ton of paper, 17 big trees have to be cut down. Is clear, children? To make a ton of papers. For example, in our school, our needs to the FAs or formative test or summative test or slip test or a notebook or a textbook concern. So most probably we are having the tons of paper. So the ton of paper requires need to be cut down 17 trees. When we are wasting the paper, we are wasting the trees. So what I am supposed to do is using more paper involves using the more chemicals. For example, recycling of paper, it is a separate strategy. So making of paper, they are using the more chemicals, which is very harmful to us as well as the other organisms or also the nature. So using more paper involves using the more chemicals, that's harmful to us and also to the nature also. Next, coming to the another interesting fact is that the paper can be reused by recycling nearly 5 to 7 times. Means once the paper is produced or made, so that paper can be reused nearly 5 to 7 times by the recycling pathway. Is it clear, children? So when we are promoting, when we can encourage the recycling, so these recycling paper can save the trees. So directly or indirectly, when we have to less usage of papers, we can encourage the plantation. Is clear, children? So this is the relation of paper and the trees. Coming to the recycling of paper, we are having a project work. So I would like to show the project work. So how to make a recycled paper? Just I have to read out the concept which are related to the recycling of paper. See, project work. So what is mean by a project? Regarding FAS, formative assessment test, we have the project work, lab activity and the written works. So these are the tools which are involved in the formative assessments. So regarding project work, how to make recycled newspapers or waste newspapers. So what are the materials are required is 2 plastic tubs, wooden spoon, water, clean cotton cloth, old newspapers, wire screen, measuring cup, plastic paper, blender, heavy books or roller. So procedure, we are having the total 10 points. So first and foremost point is cut the newspaper strips and soak in a tub with full of water for a day. That means we have to collect the newspapers which are already used or old newspapers, and we have to cut into small pieces, and we have to soaking the total newspaper pieces entire the full day in a water. Next, put 2 cups of soaked paper and 6 cups of the water in a blender. We have to take a mixture of put the 2 cups of soaked papers and 6 cups of water in a blender and blend till the mixture turns into a pulp, means like a runny oatmeal. That means oatmeal, when we have to crushing the food items, how it turns into a pulp. So like that we have to turn the pulp, pour it in a clean tub. So the first and foremost step is cut into pieces and soaking entire the whole day. The next day we have to take a mixture of the 2 cups of the soaked paper and 6 cups of the water in a blender and blend till the mixture is turned into a pulp. Pour into a clean tub. Next third step is fill the tub with 1/4 of blended paper pulp. Next step is lay a cloth on the flat. Just we have to make a flat cloth and waterproof surface. Slide the wire screen under the wet paper. So remove the screen gently. Press the newspaper pulp to squeeze out any extra water. Next step is carefully flip the screen onto the cloth press it down firmly, remove the screen. So lay another cloth on top of the mixture, cover the cloth with a plastic wrap, and stack the books on the wrap. Next, seventh step is after several hours, remove the books on the cloth and let the paper dry. Next, eighth step is you can even use a hair dryer to blow the paper dry. Ninth step is by adding a few drops of edible colors to the pulp, you can make the paper as a colorful. Iron the new made paper with a iron box and cut it to your required size and shape. 10th one is a beautiful greeting cards as well as file covers, bags, etc. can be made by using recycled paper. So I mean that it is a project work of total 10 steps. So what they are given to the information is how to make a paper, how to make a recycling paper. Already the paper is made up of, So once again we are going to use this paper in a recycled pathway. So this recycled pathway, first of all we have to collect the old textbook or old notebooks or old newspapers and cut into small pieces, and we have to soaking in a tub the whole day, and we have to take a mixture of the both water and this pulp, and we have to arrange the wire screen, and we have to pour this pulp on that wire screen. Just firmly we have to press with the another tool, and we have to remove the wire screen carefully, and we have to dry this pulp with using the exterior hair dryers, and finally we get the colorful papers by adding of the edible oil or edible color flavors. Finally we have to cut into our required sizes. So this is the way we have to make our scrapbooks or rough notebooks, which are usually uses of the school in our requirements. So this is the way we are getting the recycled papers. Next we are going to the do you know concept about the compressed cardboard. Do you know what do you mean by compressed cardboard? Previously, as per our comforts, as per our requirements, we have to make the furniture with the big trees branches. We have to cut down into our required sizes. So for this purpose of making furniture and tools, tables, all these furniture requirements or doors or windows, so all these purposes we have to cut down the big trees. So it causes to enormously decreasing the plants population, plants number. So latest technology we are following to reduce the plant population. Instead of cut down these big trees to make a furniture, we are using the compressed cardboard, means plywood. So just I would like to show a plywood. This is called as this is usually called as the compressed cardboard. So compressed means, so first we are having the one layer, a small layer, next another one layer, in between we have to fill with the used pulp, that means saw pulp or used powder that we have to use, and we have to add some chemicals to press it, and we have to make a furniture. So instead of the wooden furniture, nowadays we are using the compressed cardboards. Instead of that one, it is very flexible, easy to carry, and especially we can encourage the plants by reducing this cut down for this furniture purposes. And finally we are going to the conclusion of the topic. So biodiversity and its conservation conclusion is nature is for humans need, not for a greed. So nature, yes, nature is for humans need. నేచర్ అనేది మన యొక్క ప్రకృతి అనేది మన యొక్క అవసరాల కోసం నిర్దేశించబడింది, కానీ మానవుడి యొక్క అత్యాశలను తీర్చడానికి కాదు అని చెప్తున్నాడు. సో నేచర్ ఈజ్ ఫర్ హ్యూమన్స్ నీడ్, నాట్ ఫర్ ఏ గ్రీడ్. గ్రీడ్ మీన్స్ అత్యాశ. సో నువ్వు అనుకున్నవన్నీ కూడా నేచర్ నీకు ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేయలేదు. నేచర్ కెన్ గివ్ అస్ లైక్ ఎ ఫారెస్ట్ విచ్ ఈజ్ ఫెసిలిటేట్ దట్ ద బ్యూటీ ఆఫ్ ద నేచర్, rainfall, like that some timber yielding plants, oil yielding plants. So we have to extract all these things from the forest, but we don't cut down the trees more and more. So when we have to cut the trees more and more, obviously it can be impact on the human beings. See, next, human being is only a part of the nature. He is not the whole. Means just we are the part of the nature. Just we are the one of the species of the nature. In the nature, lakhs of species are exist like animal kingdom and plant kingdom. Just as a human being, we are a part of the nature. We are a part of the nature. We are not the whole nature is filled with human beings. So finally, biodiversity is a sensitive part to understand about the importance and the value of biodiversity. Especially, we should conserve the species like endangered species, endemic species, threatened species, red data book list species. Then it becomes to the normal ratio. So these international biodiversity meets, whenever they are conducting, they are discussing about the importance of these biodiversity meet. So according to E.O. Wilson, a famous ecologist, they are given that the statistical view, every day throughout the whole 27 species are exist. Nearly 10,000 species are completely exist from the nature. Per annum, nearly 10,000 species are completely vanished from the earth. So this is the ratio which is giving the alarming rate of biodiversity and its conservation. Thank you children. Thank you for watching this the whole lesson, the conclusion part which gives the complete meaning of that importance and value of biodiversity and its conservation. Thank you children. Thank you for watching this video.